was that little penny stock? Oh my goodness. Oh, and it worked. Look at that. It worked. Sort of.
Can you explain that?
This is what I was building was a. Oh my gosh, I was looking at this thing at $6. I lost track of it. This thing is just wild today. I was building this code that I added here is to build a new um, features for the circuit breaker one that circuit breaker study that I built yesterday that would plot the places where you'd get a 5% move within 5 minutes that would cause a halt, a trading halt like this just had. So this opened up around 970 and then just exploded to 11 something and it halted. It looks like it halted at 1177. And so the purpose of this code was to draw a line on a chart where that would happen. And then I just now saw that got halted on this latest move here. I mean, that was just.
That's a good, great idea for us. Like, circuit breaker, right? Or is that something that team can do?
I'm not a penny stock trader, so I don't know. People game the circuit breakers the halts differently. Some people like to go into them with a position on. Some people like to go into them without a position on. It's something that's really only seen in low float penny stocks. There, it just opened up and boom, went straight to. You see that? Went straight to 13 and halted right there. Just halted again. There's what you're seeing is a short squeeze. What you're seeing is a short squeeze. Somebody is caught short with a large percentage of this float and they can't get out. And somebody has cornered it and is driving the price up and causing them pain. And now this thing's up 236%. This thing could go to $20 today. And I mean, before that person pukes, whoever has the short position on is in trouble here. I mean, you saw
Where do you
that.
find this? Where do you find this code and stuff?
It's the number one. It's the number one on my riser right here.
Like, I see it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I don't know if it's correct because this doesn't look right. But it did it halt actually at 1254? Was that the actual correct halt level? I don't know. Well, if I can I manually recalculate this? No, I can't. Um, Apple, I don't think I'm getting my Apple short anymore. I'm gonna cancel that, and I'm just gonna watch this Kala now. But yeah, I think this is and here's the circuit breaker news. But somebody is stuck short with a very, very large position. The float is only 1.5 million shares. I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody holding this short with a large percentage of that
Short interest.
because the short interest information is usually out of date or a month behind. And I know this number is usually late. Like even on Apple, it says 0. It's not accurate. So just ignore that. It's not accurate. I'm curious to see, this thing could go to 20. There's just I mean, next stop is 15, next stop is 20, like, and somebody's caught.
Okay, someone's in trouble.
Someone is in trouble, big time. Yes, someone is in trouble, big time. So, when you asked about going into halts, some people like to game them because usually what you see, now not every time, but usually what you see is if someone is caught in a short position, they can't get out. The only way they can get out is to buy. But if there's a competing person who's long trying to squeeze them, guess who's trying to buy? Them too, to squeeze the short even harder. And if the short has a million shares short, that's going to take time to cover. And as they're covering, they're raising the price on themselves increasing the pain on themselves while that other person is stepping on their neck and squeezing them even harder. So it's like it's just adding fuel to this fire, and there's no reason. There was some stock a couple, it must have been a couple of months ago. I don't remember the symbol. I think it was like HKD or something, but it went from like a few dollars to $1,500 within a few days because some short was stuck and they just kept getting squeezed. And people were like, stepping in to short it at like $100, 200, 500. Surely at 700 it has to go down. No, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have to go down. Um, and that's what happens. That's what happens. Let's see where this thing opens up. The bid, someone's showing a bid of 16. Last print was in the 13s. Let me move this down. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. I've never really traded a penny stock before. But this is some wild action here. And since my Apple short never materialized. So someone's showing a bid of 16. The best offer is 10. We'll see. I should have checked the clock for when it stopped. I don't remember what time it stopped. But it should be coming up on 5-10 minutes here. I think after the first two stops, the break goes from 5 minutes to 10 minutes, and then it goes to 15 minutes eventually. I don't remember how it works, but it's like penny stock stuff. But yeah, I would not be surprised if this thing squeezed another couple points. The float is 1.5 million shares, and it's traded 28 million shares today. Just circling and cycling that float multiple times over. This is just penny stock stuff here. When are we resuming trading? When did this get halted? 1632. It is now 43. So either this is a 10-minute halt about to start, or it's a 15-minute halt. Microsoft on lows. Otherwise, it's a 15-minute halt. There is no volume in this Microsoft. This thing is barely coming down on nothing. Look at all those zeros. There's just no volume on this move. Gonna go back to Apple here, but gonna go back to Kala and see how this works. I couldn't think of a better way to test my circuit breaker study than this right here. So if it halted at 32, then we should have 46, 47 as the resume time, unless this halt is on something other than volatility, which I don't believe it is. Yeah, it's just a circuit breaker upside. That's it. So another minute or 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and this thing should go. If you are just joining us, we are watching a penny stock go through multiple volatility halts. Opened up the day here at $6, now trading at 13.20. Just halted multiple times for us in a row as we were building a study for Sierra chart that maps the spot where stocks will volatility halt, and then this stock I was watching was volatility halting. So that worked out well, but it should be opening up in a minute or two. We're going to see. Last trade was at 13.20. Best bid is showing at $16 now. We'll see where this thing is going. And if you just joined us, this is likely a large short trapped that is getting absolutely squeezed here. Amazon on lows. But all eyes on this Kala here. What was the positive news from this morning? I don't even know what. Trading higher after announcing FDA acceptance of new drug for treatment of persistent corneal epithelial defect. Not sure what that means, but it's a new drug, FDA approval, positive news. Shorts crap in their pants. Okay, I think we got 1 minute left until this halt is resumed. Be interesting to see how aggressive it's bought out of this halt. Where's our 30 seconds? Should be any second now. Hit 47. I think it halted mid 32s, so it should be any second here. Imbalance changing there. It goes, opens up at 1370, 14s, 14s, high 14s, 15s, continues to squeeze. Where's my next volatility line? Where's the next volatility line? It's not even drawn here. And it halted again. At 1502, it's halted again. Another volatility halt. And you'll see the H appear right here as it volatility halts one more time. And now another 15 minutes of waiting. So there you go, John. You were asking why would people want to be long or have a position on? The halt started at 9 something. Now we're up to 1502. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think there was one this morning as well back here. And so the halts continue. One question I have is, where is my other line? Why don't I? Hmm? Oh, yeah. 15 minutes. So it halted at 48. Okay, so we're going to be looking at 03, 1203. I don't know if I'm going to wait 15 minutes for this thing to go do its thing. Why is my thing not populating though? This thing's going to hit 20 bucks. It's almost up 300%. That guy is trapped. Imagine having, who knows, a million shares short and you're just getting squeezed. And the person on the other side knows and they're just squeezing you until you puke. Whoever, very unpleasant. This person's having a bad day. Um, I don't know if it's a pump and dump because the way that this is moving and just with the news, it looks more like a very large trap short. There's Apple on new lows, Microsoft on new lows. Pump and dumps don't usually have new drugs with FDA approval. That's not it's pump and dumps are usually like some kind of news that I don't know. Trying to think of an example. This has a legitimate news catalyst, right? And Clearly somebody's trapped. Oof. But while this is like this, I should probably figure out why.